The Lighthouse in the Fog, the story of a single letter. On the loneliest rock in Norway stood the old Aurora Lighthouse. Its keeper was Elias, a man whose life was marked by deep solitude and the memory of one summer. In his youth, Elias met Liv, an artist whose presence brought light into his quiet, repetitive life. They shared a love that was brief, yet all-consuming. Before Liv left for Paris to study at the academy, Elias proposed to her, offering an old family ring. But Liv refused to stay. She told him she needed to find her own place in the world. She left behind only a small silver ring, and a promise to write when she found that place. Elias stayed at the lighthouse. Waiting became his way of living. He checked the mail every day and followed Liv's growing fame through newspaper articles. But her letter never came. Years passed. Hope slowly turned into silence. He believed Liv had forgotten him. At 60, Elias sold his grandmother's ring and used the money to modernize the lighthouse, installing the most powerful lens in the region. He devoted his life to saving ships from disaster. In time, he began to paint, creating haunting portraits of light filled with longing and hope. He signed every painting, E for L. The art world was amazed. His paintings became a sensation, stories of emotion and devotion captured in light. 5 years later, visitors arrived at the lighthouse, a well-dressed man and a young woman named Sylvie. Sylvie turned out to be Liv's daughter. She told Elias her mother had passed away at 45, but she had never forgotten him. Sylvie brought him an old sea chest Liv had left behind, with a note that read, "Open when the light shines again." Inside, Elias found not one letter, but thousands of tiny folded notes, written over many years. They were Liv's private journal, a collection of unsent letters, chronicling her love, success, and sorrow. In one of the last letters, Liv confessed she never mailed them because she feared Elias would come to her, and that her world would never be good enough for his pure heart. She asked him to free his soul and live, saying his waiting had been the greatest act of love. At that moment, Elias realized his love had never been wasted. It lived in Liv's letters, and in the light of their paintings. He welcomed Sylvie as family. A year later, together they opened a gallery at the lighthouse, the Light of Aurora. Their artworks hung side by side, a reunion of souls through art. The Aurora Lighthouse shone once again. Its beam became a symbol of a timeless truth. That true love, even unreturned, is the strongest and most faithful light in our lives.